picking his weapon of choice.
Feel free to play with all the weapons. Kids can play too.
The pastry chef person.
Welcome to the first ever PopCon here in Louisville, Kentucky, 2023. This all took place in the old Freedom Hall locations by Kentucky Kingdom, which for it being its first time here in Louisville is not a bad decision. And as you can see, we are touring around the convention at this point because as we were told, there was supposed to be an opening ceremony at 12, and then we were let in at 12:30 to see the booths and all of the fun things that were in there, and then 1 o'clock everyone was able to get in through the doors. But we looked, and we looked, and we looked, but could not find out where the opening ceremonies were. Apparently there was supposed to be opening ceremonies from the website and everything, but that's a typo and it's tomorrow, and there was no post saying that there wasn't going to be one today, so we have nothing to do until they open. So at that point we just kept on walking around, and not the best start for the first day, but we did go get to see the board game room and the video game room and all the different panel rooms before they let us back into the booth area. And we also got to hang out with these guys right here, who I'm not sure who they are. I'm assuming the CEOs or something of the building, but we got to hang out with them. Here are some of the booths that were set up for Friday. Unfortunately, not every single booth was there that day. It seemed very much so that Friday was kind of just a oopsie day, a maybe day, maybe like a preview nights or preview days. This kind of is what this felt like for the first Friday of this convention. Though I did think that this was a very cool thing. You were able to draw your own pictures, and at the very end of the convention, they're going to put them all into a book, and any of the sales for those books goes to donations to different types of organizations that Indie or PopCon in general recommends. So overall, the first day was more so of a scouting type of day for us to see what kind of booths, what kind of art, any type of special events or anything going on, since the website didn't really have a lot of information leading up to this point as to when things were going down, and really just basic information. So we did our scouting all this day.
Hey guys, welcome to the opening ceremonies. So I guess that is how we do it here.
When we did find somebody to give us more information, they told us that it was supposed to be at 10 o'clock, but there weren't a lot of people there ready to go, so in his words, it's not happening, but he's going to just do something quick. And then we never got anything. So we looked and waited. Looked and waited some more. Until we finally found out that it was supposed to be at the podcast booths, which was this section here, but it never actually happened.
So we're actually on our way to the Maid Cafe because we kind of just walked in without anybody questioning it before we were supposed to. Yeah, no opening ceremony, so I guess we're just going to roam around until we can talk to people.
And once we got to the maid booth, it didn't open as of yet when the booth door opened, so we eventually waited for that and could never actually get in. Which is a good thing, because it meant that it was busy all the way up to the end. So at that point, we went ahead and went to all of the different booths that we'd scouted the day before and did some interviews. Unfortunately, our microphone worked the same way that the communication worked for the first day of PopCon, and it did not record the actual audio for it. But here's some good video for what we did capture in those moments. So this was a booth called Chocolate Moonshine, which you can go on their website and order things from there as well. But this is a patisserie out of Pennsylvania. They came all the way down here just to show off their different chocolates. I have never seen a wider variety of chocolates and candies at a convention like this, ever. And of course, we had to try some out. They were nice enough to give us some for interviewing them. The chocolate is delicious, and both the chocolate and the fudge is incredibly smooth. I am a pastry chef, and I have never had fudge this smooth. So I definitely recommend that you go and check them out. Then we also went to Do Art Productions, which is an art program where they teach people how to do art, how to express themselves, and get through some mentally challenging times in your life with the power of art. They even did a workshop at 3 p.m. on Saturday where a gentleman showed you how to do the basics of drawings. I definitely recommend looking up information for them for the Do Art Production because it is a really good cause. The gentleman was extremely excited about his booth and his production and was glad to tell us about everything. They're very passionate, and I would love for you to go check out his stuff and support him.
Amazing though. I like your work.
Thank you so much.
problem.
It's going to be a lot of fun making a comic with the audience, kind of talking about storytelling, aspects of cartooning, all kinds of crazy stuff. As you can see, kind of sort of mix and match vibe here. But it's gonna be a blast for sure.
Then we went out and checked some of the board games in that area, which we were able to play the Great British Bake Off board game, in which I lost. So much for schooling. Again, it is its first year here in Louisville. We hope that it expands as the years go on if they continue to come to Louisville, which I very much hope that they do. I gave them a break because of the miscommunications at the beginning of this, because it is their first time here in Louisville. New building, new people, new experiences, so a lot of things can fall through the cracks. Though they have been doing this for quite some time. This will be their 10th year up in Indianapolis, so communication I hope gets fixed for the next one, and the website being more updated before the days of. A lot of things like the map, the panel rooms, and all of the different scheduling just popped up on Saturday when I checked it again. Past that, you had to go to their Twitter to get their maps, you had to go to Facebook to get some scheduling, and it was just kind of all over the place up until that point. But past that, the booths were fantastic. There weren't a lot of them, but it also was full enough to make it feel like a big convention. But there was a lot of cosplay, and it's so good. So a lot of this cosplay was very well done. They had booths with professionals like the Star Wars. We had 4 different cosplayers that were professional there, showing off their cosplay and how to do it, and workshops on how to make your own. You had workshops for miniature painting and the different ways to do it, like the wear and tear of armor or the shininess of weapons and things like that. So overall, the first one, after all the hiccups of the first day and the beginning of the second, it was a very fun time. But as for the rest, check out this amazing cosplay that we were able to see throughout the 3 days that we were there, and I hope to see you at the next one next year.
I love the sound effects too. It's perfect. Awesome.